What is up, everybody? I am NerdRage36, back with another pickups video, and only got a few things here, but lots of good things, lots of RPG goodness. So let's just dig right in. Starting off with the strategy guide for the DS RPG Nostalgia. Now, this is a game I, of course, heard about first from Alpha Omega Sin, and it really is just one that kind of struck my interest. I'm like, I really have no idea what the heck this game is like. I mean, the obvious comparison is Skies of Arcadia, but I'm also seeing lots of very Wild Arms-esque inspiration, and that is honestly really cool. And I mean, it's an RPG. Strategy guides are usually extremely useful for RPGs, and I mean, it's a game on the DS. I really like collecting for the DS. I've actually had Nostalgia for a while. I haven't really dug into it, but it is really cool to get the strategy guide, so I'll be ready for whenever I decide to give it a go. But yeah, just another DS RPG that I needed to check off the list, and always good to get the strategy guide. Next up, again, this is all going to be RPGs, but another game that I heard from Alpha Omega Sin. I mean, I also didn't hear the last game that I got, but I mean, I'm pretty sure he would like play it and talk about it, but whatever. Anyway, Okage, the Shadow King. Yep. Very little known game here. Not a ton of people have ever talked about it, but it looks interesting. I guarantee a lot of people are going to say that the graphics are horrible, but I'm pretty sure this is a stylistic thing. I have no idea why, but this screenshot on the back here, I'm guessing that's like a pier or something, or some sort of ocean-related thing. That weirdly makes me think of Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness for some reason. The port town, I believe it is. Like, whenever I've seen this game, specifically look on the back, I see that screenshot and I'm like, why does that make me feel like feel familiar with it? I have no idea why. I don't know why that struck me, but like, it just did. And now I've seen this game a few times before, but it's always been in terrible condition. But look at that. That is gorgeous. Like, how... It's like, I am always astounded at how horribly people will take care of their games, but actually getting, especially a PS2 game, in as good a condition as that is, almost like it's brand new, which makes it weird about the place that I found it at. It's actually a... it's not even specifically a game store, but they have games and DVDs and music, but it's an old bookstore. So, like, the fact that they actually got a copy in such good condition, and also does come with the manual, it's awesome. It's really cool that I actually found it in as good a condition as I did. I do know that blue discs are, or at least PS2s are likely to stop reading blue discs earlier, but I do know a place that does repairs, and laser replacement on PS2 consoles is one of the easiest repairs just in general. Don't know if you heard that, but there's another... yeah, someone else in the house was sneezing. This is why I need an apartment. Anyway, yeah, blue discs are... like a PS2 is going to stop reading blue discs earlier than others, but the laser repair is one of the easiest things to do on PS2, so I'm not too worried. So I actually was for a while not wanting to get blue disc PS2 games because I was worried that I wouldn't be able to play them, but yeah, laser repair is one of the easiest things to do, so, or at least to ask for. So yeah, Okage, the Shadow King. Really excited. Last pickup here, like I said, not a whole lot, but again, RPG goodness. I got 3 on the DS before, and now I have 4. Final Fantasy 4. But oh wait, that's not all. More Final Fantasy 4. And also, it came with Final Fantasy 4 cards. like, honestly, the funny thing is, I like, because I'm a huge PSP fan, but I also really love the DS. I wasn't sure which version of Final Fantasy IV to get, so I just got both of them. But also on top of that, I'm not sure if the DS version... well, actually, the DS version is a complete remake, like with Final Fantasy III, whereas 4, whereas the PSP version is basically a remaster, like with 1 and 2. And with 3, with 3 and 4, they're complete 3D remakes, where I'm just repeating myself, but where this game has the the new 3D aspects and possibly some new mechanics, and it actually came with a strategy guide, which is weird because 1 and 2 on PSP had a strategy guide, yet 4 doesn't. But this one has on the back there another story I don't know if it was like an expansion pack or something else, but there's another game, the After Years, for Final Fantasy IV. So again, I'm not sure if the DS version has After Years, but I mean, I know people talk about like double dipping and stuff, but honestly, I am not all that concerned about it, because I like both systems. This one is in 3D, and if this one doesn't have the After Years, then that just gives me a reason to play this one. And honestly, like, even if at the end of the day one of these is clearly like the better way to play Final Fantasy IV, I would have still needed it for the collection anyway. I like curating this stuff. I like just being able to like take a step back and actually look at what was available for a given platform and see exactly how what the core library for a system is. That might be a video I do, but it is honestly just something that, I don't know, I like doing. I like having these options, and I also like collecting. So, but I mean, yeah, you got a 3D version here, a remastered version here with extra content. Why the fuck not? And yeah, that is... I haven't heard Alpha talk about 4 specifically, although technically for Final Fantasy IV is Final Fantasy II in the States, which I might still get the Super Nintendo one, so I'll have 3 versions of the same game. Literally none of this is necessary. This is just for fun. I mean, come on. Gaming is supposed to be fun, so why not? But also, the cards in the PSP game, I honestly had no idea these were a thing, but these are really interesting. Not exactly sure how I would go about displaying them. Maybe like find well, it's 5, so I wouldn't be able to line them up in a picture frame. I don't know. I'll figure something out, but it is cool that it had these. I'm guessing these were... Actually, yeah, it says complete collection there. These were exclusive to the PSP version, which is really neat. Didn't even know this was a thing. But yeah, like I said, not a whole lot, but again, some RPG goodness. And like I keep saying, it doesn't matter how long or how short these videos are. They're just for fun. Anyway, with all that, I am NerdRage36, and I'll see you later.